Yeah, you're a jerk. We're not scared of y'all. We're not scared of y'all. How about that? Yeah, I filmed Freddie Gray. I did that. That was me. I filmed the Freddie Gray video. If you know Freddie Gray, you know Kevin Moore. They're synonymous. Oh, somebody's upset. Oh, look at the baby. These guys are walking around beating on us like there's no tomorrow.
It is now 10 p.m. The curfew is in effect until 5 a.m. You must go home.
But we are not afraid, and we will use the weapons that we have in these cameras. There is gonna be no more police brutality because we have Copwatch in Baltimore now, and I'm gonna make sure that every single time the police are out there doing something they have no business doing, that it's gonna be recorded, it's gonna be documented. You can see where they're going. I'm gonna keep on watching these police that laugh in our face. I'm Kevin Moore, I'm the one behind this mask, and I'm gonna keep on cop watching.
Yeah.
The other thing too is if not too visible. If there's somebody who's talking a bunch and you know it's...
The idea of Copwatch is that it's a consciousness. It's not about hating the police. It's about recognizing that policing in America is an ineffective method of ensuring community safety. My name is Andrea Pritchett. I helped to start Copwatch in 1990. In the 1990s, the climate was all about go police. I think that's the difference in these 25 years, is that we can't say it's not happening. And that's been the goal of Copwatch all along.
What's Copwatch? What's that?
It's a Facebook website.
Yeah, it's like civilians watching the police.
Hey, once you get a picture, you can put it on Facebook.
Never heard of it. The way you guys operate, not maybe like by choice, but by job, breaks families up. And it creates the conditions where stuff like this happens, you know, where cops...
This isn't necessarily a police problem. This is a systemic problem. Can you get us one of those t-shirts?
You can find them. They're around.
Oh, yeah?
I would hope that you wouldn't wear it.
Hey, why you got the cops beating up a guy on the ground?
Well, no, it's just when the cop is beating somebody up on the ground, it's good to have somebody there to videotape.
How come you don't have the cop fixing a flat tire or something like that when you videotape?
I mean, I wish I saw that more often on YouTube.
Yeah.
You should have another shirt that says, you know, showing a cop getting shot by a thug on the street. Like my father was a cop for 18 years before he got shot.
I'm sorry. I would advise you to put a...
Have a good day, man.
My name is Jacob Crawford, and for the last 15 years, I have been involved with Copwatch. Copwatch in the last year has started to grow and take on a whole new form. And it's actually being boots on the ground, helping support other Copwatches get started. Like, I'd never even heard of Ferguson.
Hands up, don't shoot!
Mike Brown had just been murdered. The cops were pointing rifles at kids. I saw it on live stream. I said, this is unbelievable.
You must disperse immediately.
So I had to go. And I didn't know anybody out there. I didn't know what I was going to do.
When Jacob came out to Ferguson and I knew what he was doing, I opened my door, man, come on in. My name is David Witt. I'm from Ferguson, Missouri. I live in a complex where Mike Brown was murdered and killed. After Mike Brown's murder and there was no video, I knew that it was time for us to arm ourselves with cameras as citizens.
When we find people that are like us, it's almost like we're family.
Okay.
So of course we were going to go to Baltimore. Kevin Moore was cop watching, and so we made contact with him, and he's like, we got to do this.
Let's go, kid. And yeah, I keep it going, what you want to do. Coming up, I did some crazy things. I got locked up for an armed robbery. I served my time for it. Then I changed. I become more humble. I have children to raise, man. I become a husband. All we got is freedom of speech, baby. Here we go.
This is retaliation through rap. What you gonna do? Copwatch is gonna do what we gotta do. Watch the coppers, that's true. They got cameras now and then, they watching us more. So we gotta definitely watch these coppers for show. You gotta watch the police.
Let me get the tags.
Like $250.
Copwatch is a form of protesting, but after the people come off of the streets.
This is where we just were.
Were they in their cars?
Yeah.
We want to self-empower them with the tools that they need, with the knowledge that they need, and then let them do it because we have to go home.
Y'all watching cops?
Yeah. We cop watching. Y'all really watching it.
You got them shirts? I thought you were gonna get me a shirt. You told me you were gonna get me a shirt. Yeah, you did.
Get him a shirt.
You said you were gonna get me a shirt.
Hey, if you're a good cop, we love you.
I love you guys too.
Oh, so I guess that you're a good cop.
We're all good cops.
You
in the fight?
I feel you. Hell yeah, we in the fight.
Where you live at, man?
Hey, nah,
But don't you think this is a better fight? This is a real fight. This is a fight for our freedom. When Walter Scott got shot, that black officer that we still trying to get arrested.
Who's Walter Scott?
Walter Scott, South Carolina. Come on, stay with me. This is going on nationwide.
So you're from Missouri and you're from California, but you're coming to Baltimore to tell us what we need to do? You guys just kind of ride around and take pictures of police?
No. We document police activity in our community. That's what we do.
Why don't you document crime in your community?
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
We've had 1 in custody death this year, and we're up to 80 deaths, murders for the year. I think that's a problem.
But as long as you guys are pulling people over, jacking them, making people feel bad about themselves, people are going to hate you, like they've always hated you.
So, all right, let me explain this to you. Baltimore City has a violent crime issue. In my career, I've probably written 10 traffic tickets ever. I've locked up probably 60 guys with handguns. We're going after the bad guys.
All right, yeah. Hey, Mr. Anonymous. Yes, sir. Have a good night.
Hey, we can keep the streets safe together. How about that? Hey, we can keep the streets safe together. How about that? Hey, he said, all right. He said, all right. Okay. They getting ready to move in, so I'm identifying a certain incident in a certain time. This happened 5/2/15 at 10:02.
I'm gonna hold some of these trainings and let these people know that, hey, you do have the right to record these police and what they're doing. Why do we need police? We can protect our own children. We can protect our own community. We can film our own news. We are not who they say we are. We are not animals. We are not thugs.
All these cops down here, something happened. It's been to be a cover-up. Hopefully somebody recorded what happened, man.
There is new violence on the ground in Baltimore. This is videotape of a young African-American man who was fleeing police and he was shot.
Someone now shouting at the police officers, and you've got a lot of emotions.
Yeah, I'm out here.
Still cop watching.
Yeah, I'm still cop watching. Yeah, and it's him. Look at this guy. Look at his face. Look at how upset he is at me. Look.
Everybody take 5 steps back. 5 steps back.
Just back it up a little bit. Back it up.
We ready? All right. We have an adult black male that's picked up on our City Watch cameras, our closed circuit television cameras, and he's clearly armed with a handgun. It is a revolver. In that revolver, there are 3 cartridges. 1 of them are spent. That's the beginning and the end.
His family members shot in the back. Is he shot in the back?
Ma'am, I said no one was injured.
Hey, brother, ain't none of this money worth it, man. You know what they doing. You know what they doing. Brother, you know what they doing, man. Y'all know what they doing.
We got somebody laughing. Look, check them out. There we go. No, don't stop laughing. Don't stop smiling. Keep smiling. There we go.
This guy right here. This guy right here. This guy right here. Look at that face. Look at that face.
You little fat one,
yeah, get him.
That's the one that was talking all the bullshit.
Yeah, he always talking shit.
So he gonna come find me.
Yeah. Without that gun in a badge, you're a bitch and a half. Yeah.
He gonna come find me.
Yeah. Without that gun in a badge, you're a bitch and a half. Yeah.
you know, for somebody who's lost somebody, you know, what I see is a lot of grief and a lot of anger around that. I love these guys because they're willing to stand up, and so many people are not. And I guess I really want to implore anybody who's trying to do what we call Copwatch, like if there's an ideal of Copwatch, it's about being strategic, that it's not about my anger, it's not about my emotional reaction.
Real bold. Y'all real bold, but you know what? That shit is all changing, man.
If you're out there trying to model good cop watching, it just looks a lot different than this sometimes.
With his shield down.
Well, I mean, I want my daughters and my son to be able to grow up in a world where there is some type of peace. You know what I mean? Because the world is terrible. You know what I mean? It's a terrible place. And excuse me, I'm getting a little emotional, but my children mean the world to me. You know what I mean? And excuse me. For them to have to grow up in a place where they're disliked for no reason. When my children get older, and I really want them to be able to walk down the street and to know that the police are there to protect you and not hurt you, and that we have the right to live